What's he got in store for us this week?
Is that Airplane?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, wicked. All right.
Oh, yes.
That's the same hair that you have, kind of, too. I like that.
Yeah.
Good call. Chris Jericho Haggerty. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Steve
there
Martin.
he is.
Steve Martin
There he
rivals.
is. Half man, half fish. Hey, those are all my picks.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my gosh. Philosophy.
Wow.
Holy
Looks like he
cow.
did more research than we did.
We should
That's
hire
for
him
sure.
to be the researcher as well. Oh my gosh, jumping.
That would scare me too.
Saskatoon.
Oh,
Love
ghost.
That's pretty good. That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh, man. That's Laun.
Yeah.
It probably is too. All right, welcome to the Winnipeggers. Was that Robert? Was that a little bit of phantasmagoria?
In hell.
In hell.
Way to go,
yeah.
Rod. Holy cow.
That was, I
Rod
think,
Stickler, the genius behind the Winnipeggers, with another amazing intro as we welcome you to episode 92,
oh my God.
Phobias. And, we've been talking about it for a while, so let's just get right into it, guys. We got some news here. We got to
Oh,
share.
right on.
So, I don't know what happened to Dave there. Must be a glitch, but I mean, we can talk about it, Rival. Let the family know that, unfortunately, the corporation turned us down. They did not pick up the option to do the Winnipeggers, and this was the Vice channel was who we were talking with, and the fine people at Vice. It happens sometimes. They just decided to go in a different direction. And how did you feel about that, Ribo? I mean,
Well, it's a lot of it's a lot of money putting it into us three idiots, and we are supreme idiots though. So I mean
big time.
that's cool.
We did prove to them that we were idiots. There's no
exactly. So we did our part, and it would have been nice to get something, but at the same time, it's business is business, and it's Hollywood. What do you expect?
It was a good
It's
experience.
It's trying to get the record deal or something. I've been through
Right.
that a million times, and it's not like you're going to show up
Yeah,
there with
like-
your demo tape and someone's going to sign you right off the hop, right?
This could be like the Beatles. We get turned down by 29 networks before
That's right.
before they finally accept us. But the thing is, though, and we can get into this on later shows, but it's probably for the best that Dave had the technical difficulties, because I don't think he could really handle it.
Did you tell him did you tell him or no?
You didn't tell him?
No, I kind of thought you would probably tell him.
Oh no, I didn't say anything to him. So
Oh,
I guess
man.
it's kind of good that he had some technical difficulties. So we should
Weird.
probably not tell him. Family, do us a favor and don't tell Dave that the corporation, basically Vice TV, turned down the idea for the Winnipeggers. And we'll get into it more in a later show. But for right now, he's going through some tough times. He just had a birthday.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it on the down low, keep it on the hush hush. And
He's
when
gonna
he
be
comes
crushed.
back, when he does come back. Anyways,
What happened?
we
Something happened.
lost you there.
Yeah, what the hell happened? Are we still running here, or should we restart? Or?
No.
No. We were just discussing the corporation.
Okay.
About how they're still.
What a great guys! Just the greatest, sweetest men and women. And
Yeah.
I don't use the word love a lot. I'm not a very loving person, but not only do I love them, I'm in love with them, and I'm in their skin, and they're in my skin. And I know that sounds crazy, and people don't get it, but this is this absence makes the heart grow fonder. We haven't heard anything, but we're going to, and I couldn't be happier, man. I'm so pleased. I just have this feeling. We have this fun little thing every week where I said, I bet you it's going to be this Friday, and then Rybo said, oh, it's next Friday, and I think I'm going to win, man. It's next week, I can tell you, dude, but I mean, who the hell gets to even talk to these great people, and we got this going on, and it's just going to be so much fun.
Dave, we got to tell you that, I mean, fingers crossed, thumbs up.
I mean, if we get the news, you will be the first to tell you. I think things will be.
We will let you know.
I have a good feeling.
Dude, I'm on a diet for this. I've been dieting for it. We're going to get this.
And you look good. You look good, and I would hate for your health to not improve.
Positive
thinking.
My mental health has been bad lately. This is going to be the best news when they get back to us. I can't even wait.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, and in between time, Dave, we want to kick it off hot as we await for the corporation to give us some good news.
Yeah.
But you and the DSP, the Dave Spivak Project, have a brand new single. It is out now on all streaming platforms, we think.
Yeah.
Definitely out on YouTube. And because it's our show, I asked Mistakesky, Stacy, our producer. We call her Mistakesky because she eliminates our mistakes. She doesn't make any mistakes. She said we could play this song. So this is basically the world premiere, if we were from England, or premiere, not to be confused with Gary Dewar.
Nice.
Of the new Dave Spivak Project single.
Yeah.
As good as our shadows. I think we should probably just jump right into it and give it a gander right here on the Winnipeggers. World premiere right here.
Cool. Wow.
Painted past and a smile that kept giving. She turned her back to the crowd below. And I was walking the razor's edge. I was rolling the dice.
Special effects.
It's like a hilarious House of Frightenstein.
Gonna go over to the old cauldron.
That the change was coming when I looked in her eyes. And if we were as good as our shadows as we cross that crooked lane. And if we were as good as our shadows as we cross that lake. If we were as good as our shadows, if we were starved from remote controls, if we were as good as our shadows, if we were done with the world we know. With the world that we know.
Dave's gone again.
Dave split again? Is he too nervous? Jeez.
He went to do a remix as it's playing.
I couldn't take a sip. My brain was bouncing on the ground.
Are you nervous, Dave?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Got some tonsillitis going here. Rybo.
I had to go. I just couldn't stay. I've been living outside my means. So I simply closed the door and I walked away.
Good tune. I like it.
If we were as good as our shadows, if we were starved from remote controls, if we were as
good bass. Good bass tone.
Yeah. It's a 65p bass.
Did you play bass?
No, that's Greg. I play all the guitars on the album, all the vocals, lead, rhythm.
All the solos too?
Yep.
Well, I'm done with likes. I'm trying to do what's right. You can't count on Chinooks.
You'd like a Chinook right now, probably though.
I would.
I was living a lie. Texts and posts, political codes. What's going on down south? I was the apple in my.
We should just do this for all the shows.
Yeah,
Sit
sure.
around, listen to songs, like not even.
Probably get the same amount of ratings. But only the songs that we own. So it's this, Great Season's Ghost, and Lose Litter.
And Porksky.
What the best song? That's what the hit song right there. I guess this will make the Winnipeggers album. Then we'll have Porkski. We'll have our intro,
the DSP, and
cover. Yeah.
We're working on it.
Nice. Good little driving song, summer tune.
There you go. Once again, I missed summer. I should have put it out in the summer.
Yeah. It's total driving tune. Good call.
I appreciate this. Thanks for playing that.
Awesome. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good tune. I like it.
Sounds a little compressed through the YouTube thing and through here, but if you stream it, go everywhere and stream it. It's up. I think you'll like the quality. Ryan almost ghost drummed on it. It's actually his beat that Greg imitated, so it's almost like Ryan was on it.
I kind of send some telepathic messages.
Yeah,
telepathic drum beats.
He just studied one of your live shows with me.
They sampled Rybo's drum sound, like Lars's drum snare sound, which they still use on most albums today. Did you guys know that?
Wow, that's one that I won't be using, but that's
good job. Good job,
for
Dave.
other people.
As good as Our Shadows. The record is called Unknown Man.
Yeah,
and it'll be coming out shortly. But you can listen to that now, as it says. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to misspell that. As good as Our Shadows. Listen now on Spotify and YouTube.
YouTube, it's different. It's a different streaming thing. It pays a little bit more.
YouTube.
What's
YouTube.
up? It's $1 a song. YouTube. Yeah, thanks for doing that. It's the album's out May 1st, Unknown Man, so it's got all the stuff in it.
Well, we'll discuss more about that as we go. But people come here for comedy and good vibes, good feeling, good Canadian rock and roll, good news from the corporation.
Yeah. Well,
but
sure it's coming.
We got a lot of stuff here. The family, a lot of letters, cards and letters and phrases. Famous movie quotes was a big hit for us. Lots of comments, Dave. 77 comments. That's a lot for us.
That's huge. I thought so too, and that's one of the shows that we were wondering would do well. That's one of our best shows. Look at all those comments.
And we're talking about maybe doing a Patreon thing and putting the show up on Patreon. We've actually discussed something else, actually doing a pay-per-view as well, maybe doing monthly pay-per-views. And we asked you guys, the family, what you think about that. And Pam Penoyer says, I'd pay $5 a month. I love the show.
Yeah, that's cool. $5 is $5. We'll take it.
Defendress of Sand says, I would chip in for the Patreon for the Winnipeggers. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Sweet.
Appreciate that. Reagan Walker says, my favorite movie quote is from Wizard of Oz when Dorothy says, Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh.
That's a good one.
See, that's one I could have used. That was on my list. I never finished off with that one. I should have.
Yeah. That would have been good.
Too modern for you, probably.
Yeah,
Dave.
it was a little too modern.
Yeah.
Those red shoes. I wasn't ready for that.
Put on the red shoes and dance the blows. Country Club Outlaws with a Z. I would gladly pay for the show under the one condition that Dave says melk at least once an episode.
Melk.
Yeah. He did it. He just said it. He just said it. Do you put that in your coffee, Dave?
I don't drink milk at all anymore. I used to when I was younger, but I haven't drank milk. I think now that I've been having these birthdays, I'm actually supposed to go back to drinking milk. So I'm not.
You should try milk too, because milk is also very good.
Do you know that
I hear no difference between milk and milk.
I was talking to Charlie. I was talking to Charlie Benante the other day. We were discussing if Charlie invented the blast beat. And he said the very first blast beat ever put on record was Milk/Melk by Stormtroopers of Death. So Charlie is admitting that he created the blast beat on Milk.
Right. Cool.
Awesome. I agree with him.
Matt says, tell you what, I give you a souvenir. I give you my hairpiece. Cheech and Chong, remember?
Yeah.
Do you want my hairpiece? Give me my hairpiece. Guitar Rocks says, I would spend some coins for the laughs, no doubt.
That's great.
That'd be great to hear. Thank you so much. Rod Stickler is in, obviously. And he's always in because he
doesn't have to pay, does he?
Yeah.
He pays now. He doesn't have to, but he does.
He gets a discount. And JW says, Changeling is classic, brilliantly written. and they don't make horrors like that anymore. Filmed in Vancouver.
Oh, The Changeling. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. I thought I was alone on this. That's the scariest movie I've ever seen. It's the most interesting movie I've ever seen. It's just it's the story, man. Everything's the story, you know. I mean, it used to be, right? Pre-1982 or whatever, you know.
Yeah. If I had it pulled up, you know, I would play.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Are we gonna have a guest list for the pay-per-view? I could let the corporation know, and they could come. It'd be really cool. And we could let other people we know.
Yeah, you might not want to bug them, you know.
They're busy and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Signing lots of deals.
Rustic Beauty says I would pay $5 to $7 for the Winnipeggers show. You're definitely worth it. So there's a lot of people who Laura Love says, will Patreon affect you guys going live? Will it affect our ability to chat during premieres? No, we could still talk live.
Yeah, we can probably promote what we want and do what we want. You know, listen to the new album May 1st, blah, blah, blah.
So, and the last one, because we got a lot of comments, can't read them all. John McDonald says, Jay Miller says, hey guys, you should do a live version of the Winnipeggers from a top garbage hill this summer.
That's a great idea.
Great idea. So, so it looks like things are looking up for the Patreon or the pay-per-view idea. Stay tuned to this space as we continue to develop that and maybe do a few more. Because you know what that means. Pay-per-views and Patrons means more sponsors. We got a great sponsor this week, though. We really all love the cheap-ass horror movies here. I highly recommend X by Ty West, Rybo.
Okay.
I want to watch that. It's on demand right now. Excellent kind of a homage, cheap-ass. It's really weird and twisted and disgusting. It's awesome. So you can probably get that and rent it at Movie Invasion from Osborne Village. Kidding. This week's sponsor here on the Winnipeggers.
You like scary movies stores? Well, stumble on in to Movie Invasion. It's an unmarked door somewhere on Corridon Avenue. You'll find it, or perhaps we'll find you. Deep inside our video dungeon, you will find the sickest and most disturbing video cassettes ever put on tape and are available on both VHS and beta. Best quality. Our clerks are hardcore, movie-loving, blood-sucking freaks who love torture, human dartboards, home-style brain surgery, and dental hijinks. They've seen Sallow, Hostile, Human Centipede Society, and Cannibal Holocaust way too many times. But these Devil's Rejects sure know their stuff. Suspiria, The Changeling, Evil Dead, Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator, Saws 1 through 7, Henry, Necromantic, Audition, Guinea Pig, August Underground, A Serbian Film, or The Exorcist. Those flicks are just for starters. Wimps and gimps. So if you love watching someone getting a hole drilled into their skull and then having their brains sucked out through a straw, then come on down to the unmarked cellar door on Corridon. That's Movie Invasion. Once you view our selection, you just might never go to another store ever again.
Oh, that was wicked, man.
Very good. I like the blatant kowtowing to Spewy by putting the Changeling in there.
And best quality.
It's just to make you guys laugh. That's all I really care about.
Great
but we
call.
used to go to that place all the time.
Yeah.
And it was super hard to find. It was just like some door. It didn't even, I don't think it had a name there. And those guys, like, they're really nice guys. They weren't really like killers or anything like that. But I wouldn't want to go in their basement because it kind of seemed like they would take you in the basement and make their own kind of horror movie. If you know what I mean.
That basement looked bad, man.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy. And then when you mentioned Sallow and those types of movies, like a Serbian movie, oh my gosh, those are the most disgusting movies of all time.
Did you ever see that Necromantic movie?
I don't think I watched that.
Saw that. It's just a love affair between that girl and.
Did you ever see a Serbian movie?
No, I never did a Serbian film.
I don't want to.
I heard about it. It's unspeakable. Hey, we should do another cheap ass movie episode. We did just the one. There's so many.
We did. What did we do? Strange Brew?
No, we did it. We did cheap ass.
Winnipeggers.
Yeah.
It's probably episode. I don't know. What's the girl that always knows our episode?
Stacy.
Yeah.
Oh no, Laura Loves maybe or
Laura Loves.
Laurel, maybe.
No offense, but. I don't know your names. Reagan Walker. She always says she knows all the things. So Reagan, find out which one it was for us.
We really appreciate and love the family. I know we were saying that when that if we get signed or when we get signed by the corporation that we're going to dump you all. We don't really mean that.
No.
Well,
not well. No.
Yeah, you can still come. We'll hang out occasion.
Just on the off chance that the show doesn't get picked up, Dave. We don't want to throw out the family.
Yeah. Like we just want to be with the family because that's like
we
let's not alienate anybody. Let's just make sure that everyone stays happy and everyone is in their happy place for now.
You say that now.
Exactly. So we're talking about phobias this week, and got a great guest here, part of the family, and to tell us.
I can't remember their name either.
Need a little more time there.
I kind of got lost there. Sorry. To talk about his phobias is Corey Glover from In Living
This is
Color.
Corey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Winnipeggers. Got a question? What kind of phobias do I have? I have this thing. It's called feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I do. Anyway, I'm supposed to shout out everybody like Speewee, Ribo, and Irvass. So there you go. Hope you're having a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oops.
Short and sweet.
That was terrible. I got this thing, find the fear and do it anyways. That was the most cheap ass, half-assed cameo we've ever got.
Yeah,
You know
it looked like my list for tonight.
And not to mention,
Put him on the list.
The wrong way. I don't.
Manny,
You know what?
where are you at? You know that's.
You know what? I'm saying we're putting him on the ban list. I did not like that cameo. I thought that was a half-assed answer. He butchered Irvass, the worst that's ever been butchered.
Yeah.
Took my money, our money, money donated by the fine people. I'm very insulted by that. What do you guys think?
I wasn't listening, so I just smiled and said, "Great job." I was thinking about back taxes and shit, to be honest. I was, but yeah, it looked like it didn't last long, and he didn't put much into it. And we need to throw more people on the ban list.
He's banned.
I'll say this: I'm a huge Living Color fan. Like I grew up loving
three albums.
First three albums, the last four or whatever, I
Sure.
haven't really listened to. Maybe once or twice. But orange hair, I don't mind the orange hair. That's cool. I was excited when I saw him. And I was let down, big time let down like the fourth Living Color album, which I don't even know what it's called.
Okay, so he's banned. So here's the thing. I usually don't watch them. I watch that one first because I always see how long they are. And when I get a 20-second cameo, I feel ripped off. And I automatically know where we're going. So knowing that I did not like that and was probably going to suggest we put him on the ban list, went for a second cameo. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I got Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall.
All right.
24-hour guaranteed cameo. This is what I got.
Huge fan.
So you know what that means?
Are they both on the ban list now?
For the first time ever, we are putting two people on the ban list.
Oh man, and one of them is in Kids in the Hall. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. And Steven Snake Brogren, you son of a bitch, you caused Wheels to get in an accident. You're banned. Mocha Joe,
See ya.
Terrible recording on your phone for the cameos. You're banned. David Foley, what are you doing right now? What do you got going on, Dave Foley? Huh? The answer is nothing. I know there's a Kids in the Hall reunion. That's nothing. What are you writing sketches? Huh? Writing skits? My pen. What are you gonna do? My glasses. You got nothing going on. You're a piece of shit. You're not giving us our cameo.
And now you're banned.
Corey Glover, terrible cameo. Yeah. You can join Sexy Santa in the half-ass cameo category. You're banned. And of course, Bud Lindell, Dream Crusher. Goal killer, Mr. Bud on your forehead. You're banned. You're all banned.
You could have been a big star, man, a big NHL star, and he stole those dreams away from you.
Stole my dreams away from me, just like Dave Foley stole my cameo dreams away from me.
Yeah, you got him back by putting him on that list with that horrific photo of him.
I did. But you know what else, too? Because I always got your guys' back, and I'm talking about the family as well. We never let you down. Since Corey Glover was a bust, since Dave Foley didn't show up this week, always there for us, telling us his phobias. Laun.
Oh no.
Hey, Winnipeggers.
Is he in jail?
So today's episode is about phobias. Well, you might think with the decor in this room, I'd be afraid of jail. Oh, oddly, no.
He's in the bathroom.
I'll tell you one thing I'm afraid of. You three idiots actually making it. I can't believe that the corporation's still even talking to you. Oh, well. Anyways. Phobias. Claustrophobia. Fear of small spaces. And yet I'm in this tiny room. Maybe I'm peeing myself.
That's the original Savant right there.
Listen, A+ job. Holy cow. Wow. That I don't even know that, Laun. That was amazing.
That was good. Now, I can't believe he did better than Corey Glover. Let me just say that.
I can't believe Laun was funnier than one of the kids in the hall.
Laun's got some good acting, some method acting there.
He was
man.
good
Wow.
there. He was good. He did a really good
nice
job.
Laun.
And last minute, I didn't have much time. When Dave Foley bombed and jobbed us out after Corey Glover half-assed it.
Laun had one call to make in prison. It was to this show, and that's commitment. That's commitment.
I think he was actually on the can when he made that, but
you might have either way.
Yeah,
but we thank Laun for coming through, and David Foley and Corey Glover, be prepared to live the rest of your pathetic careers in a proverbial living hell because you're banned. So that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, dip shits.
This week's show is Phobias. I think it was written by me. Did I write this one?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I wrote this one. So we're just going to talk about the phobias that we might have, things that we're scared of, things that bother us. And of course, as always, if you guys have any additions to this, please comment underneath. Let us know what things that you're scared of. To me, my number one is still spiders, and I actually know the arachnophobia. Still bugs me seeing a spider. And at our house here in Florida, they have these big giant spiders, but they're just very wispy. I don't even know. It's not a daddy long legs. It's very small. And they kind of just run around like slinkies, like ding, ding, ding. But if you go into the garage, they're all in the corners and there's hundreds of them. And you have to get the exterminator to come. And even those ones freak me out. But when you see those big, ugly ones, still gross me out to this day. Don't like them. Don't want to know them. Yeah. And also, too, I know a couple of people down in Florida here that have been bitten by brown recluses, they're called. And brown recluses give you flesh-eating disease, which is basically how Jeff Hanneman didn't die from it, but started losing it because he couldn't use his arm, couldn't play guitar, et cetera, et cetera. So all those things wrapped up in a web, shall we say, caught in a web. And I ain't talking about Kevin Moore. That's obscure.
Nice. Yeah.
Spiders. That's my number one phobia right there.
I don't like spiders either.
We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about those up here much. We got the daddy long legs one. I got the. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's a little quick spider story for you. I was out on my 3-wheeler a couple of years ago through the bush in Manitoba, and I went through a fresh like a small trail, and the branches were hitting me. And I got back to the cabin, and Glenn and I were taking our helmets off, and he goes, "Dude, your beard's moving around." And I look, and I had one of those. They're called wolf spiders, I think, and they're just huge, and they're like got an armored shell, and it was just hanging off my beard, dude. And I shook it off and went on the picnic table, and I put a toonie next to it, and it was bigger than the toonie. So that's pretty big for Manitoba spiders, right? But you guys,
I remember being on a canoe trip, and I was loading up the canoe, and like kind of hanging over the canoe was this like spider that was like, almost not as big as my hand, but like half as big as my hand or whatever, just kind of hanging there. Yeah. And I was like loading stuff in, like staring at him, and then I would go grab something else, like kind of keep my eye on him, go over there, then looked away for a second, and then all of a sudden he was gone. It's like, fuck, where'd he go? You're like, he's gone.
I tried to kill it, and then I missed, and I ran away, and then I came back. No, I'm just.
You shot it. You shot it. Tried to shoot it with a gun.
I should have grabbed the gun. It was on the picnic table. I fired some shots into the table. I missed each time.
I shot my neighbor though by mistake, but I almost got that sucker.
I read
that last episode.
I think it was a Stephen King book or something. It said like he woke up and he couldn't have been more. No, he couldn't have been more disgusted if he woke up with a spider in his mouth. And I was just like, I wrote the song Fozzy, Spider in My Mouth. I was like, what a terrible thing to happen to you. And then I read like the average human being swallows like 90 spiders in their sleep in their lifetime. I'm like, 90?
Not here, man.
90?
I can show you out the window. There's 10 feet of snow.
They're just little baby ones, though. Like,
yeah.
deal. They're good for you.
Right, where you got a phobia on you?
I got
phobia.
Phobophobia, actually.
Phobos.
I'm afraid of getting a phobia. So I've been petrified of ever getting one. And I don't want to ever get. You could see how this becomes a problem because if I do get that, then I'm going to be like, oh my God, I could get other phobias now. And then I'm going to start worrying about that.
You don't want to open up the phobia gates.
Oh man, that's really bad. So I mean, that's a big one. I hate spiders as well. I looked out a few. One's called Arachnophobia. And it sounds like you're afraid of humans or something like that. It's actually a fear of flowers.
Oh.
Like how could someone be afraid of that? Spiders, I can understand, it's still somewhat irrational except for the big tarantulas and crap like that. But the little tiny spiders, to be like afraid of those is kind of ridiculous. But a flower, Venus flytrap, maybe, I don't know. I just don't,
the fact they have a name for it too just tells you how crazy that is as well.
Yeah. I know, kind of nuts, but I don't actually suffer that. But I'm just afraid of going out into the wild. That's about it. I just sit here, and that's about it.
Now that you brought it up,
Winnipeg,
yeah,
the wild. Dave,
I got this amaxophobia, and you'll know this, both of you probably. I have the fear of being a passenger in a car. I'm always the guy that's like I'm trying to use the brake in the passenger side. I'm jumping, and my legs are jumping. Let go, jumping up and. I remember Chris even driving in Atlanta one time, and I was just like in the passenger seat. I hate it. Like I can't stand losing control and putting my life into somebody else's hands. I think is the big thing. But I mean, I've even gone as far as grabbed the steering wheel from somebody when I think they're about to hit something and they're not, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I just take it and slide right over the road.
Give me that.
So I'm not good. Amaxophobia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like that either. I prefer to drive. I want to be there. And it then also depends, of course, on who's driving.
Right.
Sometimes it's a nightmare and you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I grabbed the wheel when Van Horn was driving, if that makes sense. So it was pretty legit. It's not a phobia. I was just being smart.
Yeah.
I don't. I kind of had a fear of this when I was younger, but I just love the name of it. It's coulrophobia. You guys know what that is? Coulrophobia?
No.
That's the fear of clowns.
Oh, coulrophobia.
That makes sense.
So I've never really had a fear of clowns. The ugly ones kind of creep me out or whatever. But I had a girl on my podcast. Her name was Awesome Kong. Is what she wrestled as. Was it Awesome Kong? Yeah, Awesome Kong. And she. What was her name? She wrestled in AEW for a while as well too, and she did my podcast in LA. Kaya Stevens, and she said to me, "Do you have? Is there going to be any clowns in the studio?" And I said, "What?" She said, "Is there going to be any clowns in the studio?" And I was like, "No, there's no clowns in the studio. Why?" She said, "Because I am terrified of clowns."
Oh wow!
And I said, okay, so how does that relate? Are you worried that there's going to be clowns roaming in the studio? She goes, I don't know. She goes, I don't know if somebody's having a clown on the show. I'm just warning you, because one time I did a podcast and someone pulled a joke on me, had a clown look in the window, and she starts fucking losing it.
Yeah.
Like she starts screaming about how much she hates clowns and I'm just gonna tear his fucking head off. And then she starts crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe she had like a little bit deeper issues of whatever, but she was so terrified of clowns that everywhere she goes, she has to make sure it's a clown-free zone.
Wow, that's crazy.
I guess she would be the one person that wouldn't enjoy the funeral at Wheeler's Wacky Funeral Home. Don't go there.
She's not a fan of sending the clowns either.
Bring it to Insane Clown Posse. See if she
nice.
Wow. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem with them too. I think a certain type of one, the big shoes, the weird stuff, the annoyance, and you wouldn't want to get high around them, and all of a sudden they're just staring at you with that same look or something. That would drive me nuts.
The annoyance.
Well, that's a common thing with me, but clowns are an extra level of annoyance.
It's like not a phobia; it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ribo, you got another one?
I'm barophobic, actually.
What does that mean?
I'm not afraid to go to the bar and drink. I can do that. That's no problem. I like that. Actually, I enjoy that quite a bit. What's the opposite of a phobia? Whatever it is, I'm bar that.
Yeah.
But barophobia is a fear of gravity. So I'm afraid eventually it's just gonna, you live your life and you walk around and you fly around on planes and stuff, but eventually you get lower and lower and eventually you're in the ground. You know what I mean? Like under the ground, you're in the ground. So that really scares me. And I don't like staircases.
Right.
I don't like having to step over a box of matches or something like that. I like to wear roller skates if I can, so I can just keep my feet on the floor at all times. I don't really like to lift them up. And what else don't I like? Flying's okay. Flying's okay. I don't know why. Flying's all right. I don't mind.
That's funny.
All right. Dave, got anything else?
Oh yeah, I got a lot here.
Spew them out.
I got one called Cybophobia. Have you heard of that one?
I've not.
Is it ribophobia?
No, that's coming. Cybophobia. It's a fear of expired meat. It's and I had some expired meat about a week ago, and it didn't turn out for me. And sometimes I have expired meat and it passes. So I was kind of freaking. I'm like, oh man, it's like the ground beef was a different color than it normally was, but I think I can get away with it. So I gave it a shot, and it just didn't work out. So, yeah.
Hi. Oh hey.
What's the phobia for fear of your wife?
Wifeophobia.
I think that's just normal guys.
Yeah. How's it going?
Do you have any phobias? We're in the middle of a show talking about phobias.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. What am I scared of? Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Oh, there you go.
Phantasmagoria. She has Phantasmagoria.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Changeling? George C. Scott in The Changeling, the little boy gets killed in the 1800s in a bathtub. He's a paraplegic. The dad kills him for some insurance money, and the kid haunts the house. There's a seance, and they tape it, and then they play the tape back. They didn't hear anything when they were live, and they play the tape back. And what is your name? And the little voice goes, Joseph. It scared the hell out of you. It's the scariest movie I've ever seen. I can't believe Chris hasn't talked about it.
So
I've never heard that one.
No, it's not a great one.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch that and a Serbian film next time we show up, and it sounds like
I didn't like Exorcist.
We don't even want to. Oh, she's scared.
Well, I was scared when you saw
demonic possession. Yeah.
No, but remember you went and I was scared. I didn't even go. He went to the movie
I went
and
to
I
and
was
she was
scared.
What's the phobia of someone else going to a movie and you being scared?
Yeah.
My last one that I have.
Well, I'll let you guys go. I just want to
I'll come talk to you when we're done this show.
I gotta go get some wine.
See ya.
What is it when you like lots of wine?
Oh, the fear of not having wine. That's
Yes, that's what
I have a little bit of thanatophobia, which is the fear of death. I think any human being has a little bit of a fear of it. I like terrified, but like it's a little bit scary, right?
It's kind of a weird thing, yeah. Like what happens? Do you get to die with dignity? Where do you go? Does anything happen, or is it just black? And is there a mind left behind?
We'll talk about dying with dignity on next week's episode, the Darwin Awards. But
well played.
Nice.
That's sometimes I think about it, where like, it's whatever if it happens. If it happens. Sorry. When it happens. 16-ton weight drops on my head right now. It's one of those things where you're like, he's kind of freaky. Like, what do you do? Where do you go? And sometimes I think about it and I get kind of freaked myself out about it. Like if I'm really late at night, can't sleep, and you get into your own mind, and I start feeling like Speewee.
That's a phobia. It's feeling like I do. Nobody wants that.
Any final ones? We got time for one more each.
Oh,
here.
I can give you one. I got one called ribotesticular.
What?
It's called ribotesticular, and it's a fear of what Ribo might say on a live show when we can't do a hard edit.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I have the same phobia, actually, Dave.
Yeah.
Ribo, you got anything else?
Yeah, nothing scares me really. Nothing really scares me. No.
You're good.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't have any phobias.
Ribo, I might be seeing you this weekend.
No, I can't.
Now he's got a fear of something.
There's the phobia.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
There's the phobia.
Possibility at the A, big Ukrainian support for Ukraine thing going on at the A with Generator playing.
I was gonna buy some tickets, but Lee didn't have a link. He said you got to send me cash. I'm like,
Saturday at 8 p.m. Ribo and I may or may not be there at the A, but we will be supporting. I bought a couple tickets.
So if you guys are in Winnipeg, go to the A. And it's a 2/3 live Winnipeggers. Ukrainian, Slava Ukrainian. Generator will be playing.
Yeah.
Ribo and Dave will be there signing autographs.
Maybe. We might be there 8 p.m. Saturday night at Mears Pub Club.
You know, I know like the Dinos of the world don't think you guys are celebrities, but you guys have fans worldwide. We have fans worldwide.
Yeah.
Thank you so much this week for joining us. Thanks to Rod Stickler and to Laun.
Coming through.
Thanks to David Foley, you lazy bastard.
Yeah.
And Corey Glover, you half-assed it, man. Just like the Fourth Living Color record.
It's true.
So you're both banned. And go to Movie Invasion and check out The Changeling and a Serbian movie. It can't even say it's unspeakable what they do in that movie.
Yeah, no, it's all disgusting. But and you know what is funny? You rent movies from there sometimes, and they'd actually have them just taped onto a VHS, like they taped it from something else. So they were like bootlegging.
Oh, it makes it even creepier, right?
I know. Yeah. Where'd you get this?
Stream as good as our shadows. I feel lucky. I feel lucky with the streaming of it. I feel lucky in the showbiz world. It's all coming together. Oh man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's you one thing going for you. No matter what happens to the corporation, the music, you always got that. So.
But that's a different thing altogether. You know, that's different. Right?
Yeah, next week, Darwin Awards.
I've had enough bad luck in life.
We will be with you next week for that one. So
Darwin
we'll see
Awards. See you, family. Love you.